What up, world? Welcome to an episode of Wrestling Life, the rate and review show. As you know, I am the host, Brandon Janeau. And like always, on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brandon Janeau Show, social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, Brandon Janeau, Facebook, The Brandon Janeau Show, and of course, TikTok, Brandon Janeau Show. Go follow me on all social media platforms. Um, Yes, go follow me on all those social media platforms. Appreciate the new followers. I'm trying to get these episodes out. I got one already in the chamber that I did earlier today, Worlds Collide. Um, yeah, but really where you go is the YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show YouTube channel. Yeah, Brandon Janeau Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, comment. I do comment back. Um, like the vids, like the shorts, like everything, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. This is, again, like I said, Wrestling Life Rate and Review Show. Money in the Bank 2025 rate and review show. Um, I guess. I guess. Listen, the matches weren't bad. If you actually ask me, they added an extra match at the last second because Triple H listened to the IWC for no fucking reason at all. I don't know why. People on the IWC are fucking retarded. They're fucking retarded, and Triple H, you know, gave us an extra match uh, for no fucking reason. There literally was no reason to put 5 matches on his card. 4 would have done just well enough. I thought this was okay. Yeah. But we got 5 matches. Let's get into it, man. I do my rate review show. I go from my least favorite to my most favorite. If I got 5 stars, which I do, I do have 2 5-star matches on this card. So I'll talk about those, and I name one my match of the night. Yeah, but yeah, 5 matches. Let's get into it. Um, First off, kicking it off, I gave it 3. Really, it's like 2.5, and that's Dominic Mysterio versus Octagon Jr. For the Intercontinental Championship. This was the match that just got added at the last second on earlier in the day. I literally said on the on the wrestler on the Worlds Collide PLE when I finished that up. I said literally Octagon Jr. needs to win the match, and he didn't. Dom keeps the belt. It was a waste of fucking time. It literally was. I mean, some people say it was like 5 minutes. Some people say it wasn't really a long. It was too goddamn long for my goddamn liking. It didn't need to be on the card. Again, like I said, I think he just listened to social media and put 5 fucking matches on his card when he really didn't have to do that. It was so stupid. Why? Especially if you're not gonna do anything with that actual match. It was just like you just wanted to put Dom on a card, and if that was the Dom and Liv on the card, because Liv was just standing outside. I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm not mad at looking at Liv, but at the same time, it's just like, what the fuck was the point of the match? Like, you're not gonna give us any excitement. You're not gonna change the title for just a night. Like I said at the end of the World's Collide pay per view, like, bro, you don't have to keep the title on Octagon Jr. for fucking 3 weeks. You could have literally had him win the belt tonight, gave the belt back to Dom on Monday Night Raw. Done. Like, you could have at least had the Triple A wrestler hold the WWE Championship, and not just a Triple A wrestler, a TNA wrestler. Like, that's 2 promotions in one that would have extremely benefited from not only beating having somebody hold the Intercontinental Championship, which is literally the second longest reigning title in your fucking company, I think, behind only the WWE Championship. I don't know how long you've actually had the Women's Championship, but the Intercontinental Championship is the most prestigious title in the company outside of the WWE Championship. You know how many legends, icons have held the fucking Intercontinental Championship? If you would have gave that bitch to a Triple A TNA wrestler just for a night, you could get that bitch right back to Dom Monday night on Monday Night Raw. It would have been way easier. People would have definitely looked into that match. You could have given them a longer run time. It just didn't make sense. I get it that you're trying to now do the king and the queen of the ring, which I'll talk about that probably tomorrow. But it just was like, what the fuck are we doing? I think he listened to the IWC. He put an extra match on the card when he really fucking didn't have to. It was just a waste of time. Like I said, I think that some people said the run time was about 5 minutes to 10. So you just literally just wasted a spot. You just wasted a fucking time. Like it was just, what are you doing? Like you didn't give us any excitement. You didn't change the belt. You didn't give us nothing different. Like it was just like you just did a match. You could have had that shit on Worlds Collide, bro. You could have just had that shit on Worlds Collide. I'm sorry. Like it's to the point now. At least I would have had more time and everything. Dime going out there being like, I'm gonna put this belt on the line and all this shit. You could have given us a surprise and it just didn't fucking happen. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. Yeah, that was one of those badass booking moves by Triple H that he should have never done it. It didn't make any sense. And you just wasted our fucking time. So yeah, not particularly proud and happy about that situation. That match kind of just was. It was alright. It was alright. It was decent for what they can do in that short amount of time. But yeah, I mean, maybe the women's match ran a little bit long. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match maybe ran a little bit long. But again, you threw a match on a card for no fucking reason. Like it was only a couple hours, and you had to be like, okay, let's now this should have just kept it at 4. This PLE would have probably been a little bit more standable if you just kept the fucking match card at 4. Stop listening to the fucking IWC. They're fucking retarded. They don't know shit. 2 fucking stars, dude. Like it was unnecessary. It was very fucking unnecessary. Nothing happened. You just had a match for nothing. Like it was, oh my god, that was shit. It was so unnecessary. 2 fucking stars. Next 2-star match. As I gave it 3, only because of the ending. That's really what it was. This shit was boring, and that is the main event of the fucking PLE. John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. This shit sucked. This shit sucked. It was boring. It was long for no fucking reason. Like, oh my god. By midway through the fucking match, I was like, please end this shit. Please end this shit. This shit sucked. It was a bad fucking match. I didn't like it to begin with. I thought it was a stupid ass thing. I get it. You didn't want to put Cody Rhodes and John Cena in a match together in a singles capacity, but you pretty much just did what you did last year with Solo. And you did what you did with Roman and Solo and the Usos a couple years ago. Whoever pins the champion is just gonna get the title match at SummerSlam. Did we need to fucking do all this extra? Like it was so stupid. Like we know Cody's gonna fight John Cena. We know this shit already. Now the SummerSlam situation, I have no idea what the fuck you do with that because you just literally made a King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring tournament, and I have no idea who the fuck is gonna win the King of the Ring. I have no clue. Are you gonna put Cody in the King of the Ring, which would be fucking stupid? Like why? He already pinned John Cena. What the fuck does he need to be in the King of the Ring for? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logical sense. Like this match was fucking boring. It was boring. It was just long. It didn't make sense. I didn't like the fact that it was a tag team match to fucking begin with. It was like if you wanted to do this, you could have had Jey Uso and Logan Paul have a title match at Money in the Bank, and then have one of them. The match you had at Saturday Main Event, you could have had that shit at Money in the Bank. I get that you want to put John Cena on the card because this is his last time in Los Angeles and all that other bullshit. Just like John Cena's heel turn, this fucking shit has sucked. It sucked. It was boring. It was methodical. It was slow paced. It was just fucking boring. I get it. The octaves is that Jey Uso is biting. He's stretching himself too far. He's stretching himself too thin. He's gonna beat Gunther. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna beat Gunther, and then he's gonna drop the belt to Seth Rollins that night. It's stupid. I don't understand the decision making of this match. It was so stupid. It was boring. You didn't really accomplish shit. You didn't. Cody beat pin John Cena. Great. Jey Uso got beat down. Awesome. Logan Paul is still his dick. Who gives a fuck? Logan Paul is still a dick. Who cares? Like, who gives a fuck? This heel turn for John Cena. Oh shit! God damn! Just saw. I'm watching boxing. Dude got caught hard in a motherfucker. Lord have mercy. Oh man, dude got caught hard. Oh my god. Um. Yeah, but this match sucked. It was bad. Like I said, the only thing that was good about this shit was R-Truth. R-Truth came back and listen, man. Do I think it was a work that he got fired? It seemed a little weird that he did tweet out the shit himself. At first, it seemed weird, and then people, of course, again, like always, you can easily work people. You can easily work it. I mean, it's easy. I think he did get fired. I'm not fired, but I think his contract isn't getting renewed. I think that's true. I think that's real. But I think that Triple H is smart enough to understand again, this was the IWC. The IWC kept screaming they want truth. They want truth. I don't think truth is coming back. I think this was a one-off thing. I think this was something that this was his farewell to the people. I don't think truth's coming fucking back. What is he gonna do? That's a real thing still. Like what is he gonna do? You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. You got exactly what you wanted. You got truth back to finally screw over John Cena. You got what you wanted. But that's it. I don't think our Truth is now back in WWE. That's just that. I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah. I mean, listen, man. This match fucking sucked, dude. It's 2.5, two at best. And I think giving it a half is really because of the R Truth come out. Like outside of that, this fucking match sucked. And anybody in the IWC is gonna sit there and say, "No, it wasn't. It was great." No, the fuck, it wasn't. It was fucking boring, man. Mind-numbingly boring. Everything John Cena has done since he's turned heel has been fucking boring. Logan Paul can wrestle, and that's about the only thing that's fucking even watchable from the dude. He fucking sucks. His promos are the same. Nobody gives a fuck. Like it's fucking boring. It's oh my god, this whole match was fucking boring. It was a waste of fucking time. Like it didn't make any sense to have it. And then again, and again, once the truth shit comes down, people are gonna be like, "No, that actually was a bullshit ass main event. It sucked." Like, what did it accomplish? What did it accomplish? No cash in happened. You had two. This is another thing. You had two fucking champions in the ring, and nothing happened. No cash in, no nothing. Just went the fuck off of the. What was the point of the match? Just to get truth to do what he did? Like, oh my god, that shit was so fucking stupid. Oh my god, I hate this fucking match. That shit was stupid. It was fucking dumb. It was just you didn't need to do it. Like I'm just oh my god. And again, like I said, people are stupid. People are dumb on social media. So of course they're gonna just lie to themselves and be like, "Yeah, that match was awesome." No, the fuck it wasn't. It was boring as fuck. It was too long. And like just like everything John Cena has done since his heel turn, it fucking sucked. It was just boring. And Logan Paul plays too much into the crowd. Like, bro, I don't want to see you taunt the fucking crowd all night, bro. Speed this shit up. This motherfucker hit a move and literally stopped in the middle of the, and they were like, "What the fuck he stopped for?" Wade Barrett had to make up an excuse. Cody's not the legal man. When John Cena came in and then when John Cena came in the ring and then pinned Cody Rhodes, it was like, the fuck are you talking about? That Cody Rhodes wasn't a legal man. Cody Rhodes was definitely the legal man. Logan Paul it was just so fucking stupid. Logan probably wasn't the legal man, but it was just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like it was just logic fucking gaps. The shit sucked. You literally had John Cena and Logan Paul fucking pushing each other in the middle of the ring, and Jey Uso finally got to the fucking corner to tag Cody. But it looked like he looked back to see if they were even going to like attempt to stop him. Like it was just like, what are we doing? Like, oh my god. The Pentagon and Dominic Mysterio match is the only reason why it's the least favorite match of mine because it shouldn't have been on the. This was the main event, and it was going to be the main event. And people that sitting there saying, "Oh, they created such a fucking hoopla over. Oh, something's going to happen." Nothing was ever going to happen. This was always the main event. What the fuck are you talking about? This is why people work themselves into shit. This was never going. Nothing was going to happen. Everything was centered around Monday. Whoever won Money in the Bank, it was going to be cashed in Monday. If it gets cashed in on Monday, everything is centered around Monday. Gunther is going to catch. John Cena is also going to be on Monday Night Raw, which people forget. John Cena is also going to be on Monday Night Raw. anything can happen Monday, but this was just a fucking waste of time and energy, and you had a bullshit main event for no reason. For no reason. Outside of the truth coming, our truth coming out and doing what he did, 2 stars. Like 2.5 fucking stars, dude. Like this shit sucked. Dominic and Octagon Jr. should have never been on the card, and that's why it's so low. But this match was on the card. It was always gonna be the main event, and I knew it was gonna suck. 2.5 stars. Like fuck out of here, dude. Good God Almighty. Um, I get the next match. 4 stars, 4.5. I keep it at 4.5, and that's Laura Van Vancouria versus Becky Lynch. The ending was weird. I thought the ending was kind of weird, where it was like, I mean, I like the way they ended it at Backlash, but this was kind of weird. It was just like she rolled up Becky's a heel now, so I guess. Um, yeah, I thought this match was good. It was never gonna live up to the Backlash match. I think that's what people expected, that it was gonna kind of live up to the Backlash match, and I didn't expect that. I expected it to be decent enough to where we can say it's good. Might be somewhat better than we expected. I don't think it was better than the Backlash match. I thought it was Backlash. I think it had a little bit more runtime. It had a little bit more oomph on it. It was Becky's first match back since one-on-one match back since literally, since WrestleMania 40 of last year. Like no, since she dropped the belt to no, since Lil beat her in a steel cage and she kind of like took the break. So that was like Becky's first match back. So we was kind of all like, what is she gonna be like? This match was kind of like it was decent. It was enough to give Laura Victoria enough again to get over. And we all knew Becky eventually was gonna win the belt. Now, this was another one where it was kind of like, is Bailey coming back at Monday? Is Bailey coming out Monday? Like, what are we doing? Like, it just seems like the story is gonna just be Laura and Becky again. Is Bailey coming out Monday? Now I saw Bailey on social media, but it just feels like, what's the plan? What's the plan? Like, what is the plan? Like, is the plan still Becky and Laura? Is the plan Becky and Bailey? Will Laura maybe having some influence? Is Laura just moving past Becky, which I'm cool with? I would be cool with that shit. I think she would be amazing to be on a women's Queen of the Ring. Her, this is my thing. If it's not her and Stephanie, then Stephanie and Liv would be the two finalists for Raw, and they fight on for the semifinals, and they move on. One of them, I think, me personally, I'll have Liv win. Um, I think Liv wins. I think Liv should beat Stephanie. I think it's too early to give Stephanie the belt, especially if you're gonna probably pretty much probably give it to Rhea at SummerSlam, which I don't think is a good idea. But yeah, I think Alexa Bliss is gonna fight Tiffany at uh at SummerSlam. I think Alexa Bliss is actually gonna win the Queen of the Ring. And again, like I said, I don't know who wins on Raw side. I'm assuming it's gonna be Sammy. I think Sammy's gonna win the King of the Ring. I think Sammy's gonna win King of the Ring. I think that's the only logical decision you can have right now. Either Sammy or CM Punk. I, I think one of them two. Because on Raw, I'm like, who the fuck wins on Raw? That makes logical sense, especially if the cash in is successful for Seth. Who wins on Raw? It's got to be one of them two. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't understand this. I don't get this shit. But yeah, the match was good. I thought it was better than what it was better. Like I said, I didn't think it was gonna live up to what the backlash match. That was one of the best matches they put on that card. So this was decent though. 4.5 stars. I gave it 4.5 stars. Uh, so I got two 5-star matches. Two. Yes, both of them are the Money in the Bank matches. Um, the first 5-star match, the first Money in the Bank match is the men's Money in the Bank match. Gave us 5 stars. There was only 2 winners you could have given this briefcase to. I don't know what the fuck people on social media. Social media, like I said, this is why I say the IWC is retarded. They're very retarded. Um, there was no way in hell Solo was winning this fucking briefcase. Why? Why would Solo win a briefcase? He's already lost. He's a heel, and John Cena's a heel. Oh, he's gonna go crashing on his brother. Why? They don't, bro. I need people to understand something. They don't see Solo like y'all see Solo. They think he's a comedy act. He's funny. He's funny, but that Solo that y'all think he's gonna transform back into the enforcer Solo, that dude is dead. He's gone. I can see him being Jacob because JC's gonna help him. Maybe you get the Tungans back and they help you beat Jacob because you're gonna need a lot of motherfuckers to help you beat Jacob for that belt. But Jacob screwing Solo out of the Money in the Bank briefcase was great. It was great. We needed it. We need to continuously, like I say all the time, we need to stop trying to sit in fucking procrastination world and start moving these stories the fuck along because this shit is it's starting to hurt the product, bro. It's really starting to hurt the product. Jacob turning on Solo was great. Now the crowd maybe wasn't into it. They didn't particularly. The fucking crowd is retarded, dude. Like Jacob needed to do that. They needed to speed the story along. It needs to be Jacob versus Solo. Solo literally called this man a all gas, no brains last night on fucking TV. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Did you want to wait to fucking Night of Champions to do this shit? What like get this shit over and done with? Solo's the reason why Jacob's not in the Money in the Bank briefcase match. Solo's also the reason for why it's like like Solo's also literally called this man no all gas, no brains last night on TV. Like what the fuck did you expect was gonna happen? Outside of that, the match was great. Again, it was a little long in the tooth, but listen, I love Seth. Seth's my favorite wrestler. Like I always say, I think Seth's better than Roman. But Seth didn't need to win his Money in the Bank briefcase. He didn't need to win it, and that's just me being real. Seth did not need to win this. Why? 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 I just don't understand the reasoning behind it. It just and again like outside of like that cashes in and it's successful. What the so what the fuck is the point of the King of the Ring? Or you do the dumbest thing ever, which is do what you did last year, which is you use the Money in the Bank briefcase only to prolong a storyline, which is either him and Punk or him and Roman. And I don't like that decision either. It's very stupid. You did that last year, and only because the storyline needed it and it made sense. Great. But now people are like, oh, they're gonna use the briefcase to bring back Roman. You don't do that shit 2 years in a row. And that's my problem. Like, I love Seth. Seth's one of my favorite wrestlers, but it was just like, you're gonna waste the briefcase again. That's the decision. Is to waste the fucking briefcase again. And I get Triple H don't like the Money in the Bank briefcase. I get it. But you just killed two things. You either kill the Money in the Bank briefcase, or you just killed the King of the Ring. Because that shit is going to somebody that has a big and like I said, maybe it's Sammy. Maybe Sammy's the one that gets the money, the King of the Ring. Maybe Sammy gets King of the Ring, and he's the fight. He's the one that fights Set at at SummerSlam, which I would not be opposed to, but it was also be like Sammy's not beating Set. Sammy is not beating Set. And that's the fucking problem. Like you're gonna give Seth the briefcase, he wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then literally in a month he drops the belt. No, 2 months he drops the belt to Sammy at SummerSlam. What sense does that make? I can see the direction. I can see it, which is Sammy's gonna be king of the ring, and Seth's gonna be the champion, and Sammy's gonna fight Seth. See, people think it's gonna be at WrestleMania. I think Seth's gonna fight Roman at WrestleMania. I don't think that's the direction that they want to go with. I think the Seth Roman match is gonna happen at Vegas, which also got announced tonight that WrestleMania is going back to Vegas next year. Seth is going to fight Roman at WrestleMania. That's the direction. I never thought Sammy was gonna be winning the. And again, like, oh, he's gonna win the Royal Rumble. I think they're gonna use that Royal Rumble for CM Punk. I think CM Punk's gonna win the Royal Rumble next year, and I think he's gonna fight Cody. I think that's the plan. I think Roman versus Seth, Punk versus Cody, which puts Cody in a very fucked up spot because you have him wrestle John Cena this year, and fans want Cena, and then you put him in a unwinnable position again next year, which is Punk, and fans are going to cheer Punk and want Punk to win a belt. So you put Cody in two fucked up situations back to fucking back. That's stupid. That's very fucking stupid. I don't like that decision at all. That's very fucking stupid. But maybe that makes Cody turn heel because he's like, you motherfuckers booed me 2 years in a row for this bullshit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Maybe that is what makes Cody turn heel. World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know what you do with the World Heavyweight Championship. I have no clue. I'm assuming. I think Seth's gonna already have dropped the belt by then. I think Seth's gonna either drop the belt, or maybe Seth brings the title into the to WrestleMania and he fights Roman. I don't see Roman beating Seth because that'd be very stupid. I just don't see it. But that's a swap. Roman goes to Raw and CM Punk goes to SmackDown. I'm cool with that. Um, yeah, people are having a hissy fit also on social media about LA Knight, and I'm with y'all, man. I'm not gonna get mad at it. Like, LA Knight deserved to win this shit tonight. It was right there. It made total sense. You can't continuously prolong LA Knight's dissension to the top, or if you just it's getting to the point now where maybe it feels like we're like carrying cross, where it's just like, bro, this is as far as you can go. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like I say all the time, like, fan favorites aren't the company's favorite. And yes, I know people think with under Triple H it would have been different, but Triple H also has an obligation to the fucking business side of the fucking situation, which is, hey man, as much as we fuck with Cody, I mean, as much as we love LA Knight, I love LA Knight and I love Karrion Cross. What's the bigger picture when they get the title? What's going to happen when they get the title? Because at the end of the day, they're a month, maybe 2 month reign. You put them in an unwinnable position. You tried this now with LA Knight 2 times with the U.S. Championship, and he cannot. That belt does not make him. He makes the belt. Same thing with Karrion Cross. Karrion Cross is in the same fucking boat that LA Knight's kind of in. Like, if you give him the belt, what does that do? What does that do? Who fights him? Who gives him that rivalry? There's nobody in the company that gives him that rivalry. I mean, yes, they even though they're the tried and true people, it's like, what do you do with them? If I was them, I would have given Karrion Cross the Intercontinental Championship and see what the fuck it would look like with him being a champion in that sense. But to give him just a World Heavyweight Championship, it would make no fucking sense because it's like, what do you see him? He was never in the main event picture to begin with. So now he's in the main event picture now because the fans want it. Like, I gotta think shit through. I thought LA Knight should have won the briefcase tonight. But the problem with that is that again, it goes into what I just said, which is if he wins the briefcase and he cashes in and it's successful, who does he fight? Who does he fight? Moving forward, who does he fight? Yes, he's been in the ring with a lot of big names, but it's just like, who does he fight? Who's that one that gives him that challenge? And that's the problem. Listen. I didn't think Seth should have won. Am I mad that he won? No, it's more avenues for Seth than it is for LA Knight, and I think that's the problem. Triple H just think a story. Yeah, we could have Seth cash in, and then he go into SummerSlam and he fights Sammy, or we can have him lose the belt, or we could have him lose the briefcase, and it's story based because of Roman, and we have Roman versus Seth at SummerSlam. But I, yeah, it was more avenues with that. If LA Knight would have won, it would have been like simple. Like he has to beat Gunther. Gunther has to beat Jay, and Jay has to beat Gunther has to beat Jay. Somebody has to screw Gunther, which is Goldberg, and then LA comes out and capitalizes, right? Because you're not gonna have LA Knight cash in on Jay Uso when they're both faces. That don't make no sense. And as much as you hate, people sit there and hate on Jay Uso, I'm pretty sure that would be a dumbass decision to have LA Knight cash in on Jey Uso. That'd be a very stupid fucking decision. You don't want to kill two faces at the same time. Like I said, the Money in the Bank match was cool. A lot of spots. Penta got a chance to show off who he is. Andrade doing what Andrade do. Uh, Solo was cool. El Grande Americano. By the way, that fucking match with him and Van Kingo, Chad Gable and Van Kingo. I'm sorry. El Grande Americano and Chad Gable are not the same person. But yeah. And obviously, my match of the night is what you can already predict is the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. This is the only match I was looking forward to on the card. It was the only one that was the most unpredictable because for the first time in a long time, you actually have six women that can actually win the fucking briefcase. And it would actually make sense. You can actually make sense of why they should have won the briefcase. Now, Rhea was the least of my, like, why the fuck would you give it to her? Because it's fucking Rhea Ripley. She walks around with a walking Money in the Bank because she's Rhea Ripley. She's the new Charlotte Flair. It's like it's fucking Rhea Ripley. If she wants a title match, just give her a fucking title match. It's fucking Rhea Ripley. Like who the fuck are we to tell her no? So she was my least likely, and I'm very happy they didn't go with it because it seemed like they were sometimes teasing it, but he didn't go with it. Listen, man, I think the men's Money in the Bank now is starting to be storyline driven. If you win it, it's only because the storyline tells me that you need to win it to boost the others to move the storylines along. The women's Money in the Bank feels like it's the one that everybody in the crowd could get behind. It's like, yeah, Rhea could win it, or Alexa could win it, or Julia could win it, or Stephanie could win it, or Roxanne could win it, but Naomi wins it, and we're all good with it. Like any one of those women could have walked out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and we would have been all like, yeah, I can see how you can make a case. Like even for Rhea Ripley, people sit there and act like Rhea Ripley. Even Rhea Ripley, like you can make a case for Rhea Ripley. Like you be like, nah, she deserves it. I mean, it's fucking Rhea Ripley. How many matches she loses? Like that's kind of the thing. I think Julia was a star in this match. I know a lot of people. I don't know what it is with y'all in Julia. Something's up with y'all. I think social media has made this idea in their heads that Julia is like a bad guy for some apparent fucking reason now. I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Julia was not in NXT super long, so I don't know why the fuck people sitting there on social media being like, "Man, it's like totally night and day with her in NXT and her with Triple H and under Triple H and her with Shawn Michaels." She wasn't even in fucking NXT that long. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Julia arrived in NXT in October. She arrived in NXT if what September October of last year. She was only in NXT from September October of last year to what shit before WrestleMania season. Kind of. I mean, she was kind of doing a couple of shows before then, but definitely after WrestleMania. So that was April 20th, some shit like that. April 21st, 28th. She's been on like kind of like doing the main roster shit. and then she finally has moved up to the main roster in like June. What are y'all talking about? Like, I think people are just trying to find reasons to not like shit, which look at social media, and that's kind of the premise. Is just find reasons to not like shit. Even when they give you what you want, you still don't like it. It's like, well, I didn't ask for it. Yes, you did. You've been asking for this shit for like 3 years. What the fuck you talking about? Other than women's Money in the Bank match was awesome. I thought it was a great match. I thought it was just a dash of unpredictability. This was literally the best match. Everybody could sit there and act like it was. This was the match that everybody was expecting to be the most chaotic because, like I said, any one of those women could have won. Stephanie could have won. It would have made sense if she would have won. She's starting to get. She's clearly the one that everybody knows is going to be pushed to the fucking moon at some point. She's going to get pushed to the fucking moon at some point. You got also uh Roxanne, which I actually thought Roxanne should have won. Dude, I thought Roxanne should have won this match. I was like, man, if Roxanne wins it, you think about the storyline you could have pushed with that, with her in Judgment Day. Uh, and that's another thing. That Judgment Day storyline is fucking stupid. It's so fucking boring. It's like you did nothing exciting. You didn't give Finn nothing to really sink his teeth into. If Dom lost, you could have easily had Dom, Finn tell Dom like, you lost the belt, man. I guess I had to go get it back. Roxanne didn't win it, so you can't really build tension with her and live like that. It just. Now maybe Roxanne is the one that wins Queen of the Ring, which I would not mind at all. I mean, if she wins Queen of the Ring, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind that shit at all. Um, but Naomi is Mrs. Money, Miss Money in the Bank. Well deserved. I mean, about fucking time. I mean, like about fucking time that she fucking finally won the Money in the Bank. Like I've been saying, I think the right decision to do is to have her cash in. And Jordan Grace is the reason why. Jordan Grace comes and helps her become the champion, and Jordan Grace has had no muscle. And yeah, I don't know what you do after that. I think because she's still in the storyline with. That's something else we haven't really thought of, which is we always think about it with the men, but we never thought about what the women is. Jade is not gonna let Naomi cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase. That shit ain't happening. So how do you keep Jade from getting to the Money in the Bank briefcase? Jordan Grace. I don't know when Naomi cashes in Money in the Bank. I have no clue. I know she's gonna cash it in, and she's gonna cash in on Tiffany because Raw's got his own thing. You need to keep the briefcase on SmackDown and make that storyline interesting. Naomi wins the story. If Naomi wins the briefcase and then she wins the title off of Tiffany, the storyline feeds itself. Which is Jade may take the belt off of her, which I don't think that shit's gonna happen. But Bianca can take the belt off of her, or you could build it to a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I know that's a long fucking way away, but you could build it to a triple threat match with them at WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind it. But yeah. All in all, I guess. I mean, Money in the Bank wasn't a great pay per view by no stretch of the imagination. It actually became very fucking predictable. We knew Becky was gonna win once they put the stipulation of you have to beat me. If you don't beat me, then you can never get a title match again. We knew she was gonna win it. Then um, the men's match, men's Money in the Bank was great up until the ending. Um, and you had two matches that were duds. Just didn't make any sense to be on the card. One didn't make any fucking logical sense to be on the card, which was Dominic and Octagon Jr. And the main event sucked. Fucking sucked. It just sucked. Outside of the R-Truth coming out, the shit sucked. It was not a great PLE. It wasn't. Outside of the women's, again, it's just like Battleground kind of feels like a couple of weeks ago. What, last week, a couple of weeks ago, when I sat there and said like outside of the beginning match, it was just like a fucking dud afterwards. It was just like I mean, the Stephanie and Jordan match was great. The tricking Joe Hendry match was great. But yeah, again, I mean, if you ask me what was the best show of the night today, it was Worlds Collide. If you're gonna go watch any show that WWE put on today, go watch Worlds Collide. It was the best show. It made sense. Because it didn't have stories and it was just great matches. This just didn't prolong anything. It felt like a stopping. It felt like a stopgap. It was just like another fucking stopgap for WWE. It was consistently predictable and boring. That's all it was. It was consistently predictable and boring. And you're gonna hate that. I know there's some WWE people on social media already. You don't know what you're talking about. This fucking PLA sucked. It sucked. It was predictable as fuck. Outside of Naomi, which even then we all knew Naomi should have won. But outside of that, like the shit sucked. It was boring. It was fucking boring, dude. Like it wasn't WrestleMania boring, but nevertheless, still fucking boring. Um, yeah. The next PLE is Night of Champions, which is at the end of this month. That's gonna be a little earlier show, so I'll probably do it. I will be back. So yeah, and of course I'll be talking about everything that's going on in the wrestling. Probably Monday, probably before Raw, after Raw. Yeah, but the Money in the Bank was not. I'm be honest, I wouldn't watch it. You could just get the clips off of social media. This shit was boring. It was boring. It was boring. It was predictable. Like I said, it was consistently predictable, boring ass booking. Triple H, step your shit up, bro. Because this shit, those rumors are true. Hey, bro, step your shit up. This is ridiculous. This is fucking boring. I'll tell you guys soon. Peace.